Hey there. So, if you've ever dreamt of taking your career international, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down one of the most powerful and maybe overlooked tools you have for unlocking that global potential. All right, let's get into it.
I mean, think about it. Maybe you're a student who's got their sights set on a university in London. Or maybe you're a software developer who's eyeing a dream job in Berlin. Or you could be a marketing pro who's totally ready to lead a team in Singapore. The point is, you've got the ambition, you've got the skills, you are ready to make your mark on the world.
So you've polished your resume, you've perfected your portfolio, you feel like you're ready for absolutely anything. But then, as you start applying for these amazing opportunities, you realize there's this one fundamental question that can stop even the most qualified people dead in their tracks before they even get a chance to interview.
And that leads us straight into our first big topic, the English proficiency problem. Seriously, try to put yourself in an employer's shoes for a second. They're sifting through a mountain of applications from all over the globe. How on earth do they really know you can communicate effectively in a super fast-paced, English-speaking workplace?
We've all been there, right? We write it on our resume, we say it with a ton of confidence, and look, you might be 100% right. Your English could be absolutely incredible. But for a hiring manager who's looking at hundreds of applicants, that statement, well, it's just a claim. It's not actual proof. And this right here, this highlights the real problem, what you could call the communication gap. See, on your side of the table, you're claiming a skill, you're assessing your own fluency. But on the employer side, they need objective proof. They need a common, universal standard so they can compare you fairly with everyone else. They have to get from your personal self-assessment to totally verified proficiency.
Okay, so if just saying it isn't enough, what is? Well, that brings us right to the solution. Let's talk about the standardized solution. This is the universal key. The thing that closes that credibility gap we were just talking about and lets your application get the serious attention it deserves.
So here's the mindset shift we all need to make. Stop thinking of this as just a test. It's so much more. It's a language credential. I mean, this definition says it all. It's standardized, it's globally recognized, and it gives objective proof. It's not just some sport, it's basically your passport to professional communication. It's a loud and clear signal to employers that you're ready to jump in and contribute from day one.
So why does this work so well? Well, for one, it's totally objective. It removes any kind of bias from the equation. It also creates a standard that's recognized all over the world, which means a company in Toronto and a university in Sydney are speaking the exact same language of qualification. But my favorite point here, the one I really love, is that it acts as a universal translator for your talent. It makes sure all your skills and your potential are understood loud and clear.
But the power of this credential? It doesn't just stop once you've landed the job. Oh no. The value goes way beyond that, creating this amazing ripple effect throughout your entire career. Let's jump into our next section and see exactly how that works. Just look at this typical pathway. It almost always starts here, with step 1, getting into that international university. Then, that very same credential helps you check the box for the really strict visa requirements for that country. Then, of course, it's a huge part of landing your first big international job. But it doesn't even end there. Years down the line, that proven language skill can be a massive factor when you're up for promotions into leadership roles.
This is the big takeaway. It is so easy to look at this whole thing as just another annoying box to check, right? Another administrative hurdle you have to jump over. But that's completely the wrong way to see it. This is a strategic investment in yourself, an investment that is going to pay off at every single stage of your international career.
Okay, so that brings us to our final section, your strategic next step. We've laid out the problem, we've found the solution. Now it's about turning all of that amazing global ambition you have into real, concrete action.
You know, when you boil it all down, it really comes back to this one powerful idea. You already know your skills, your ideas, and your work ethic. They don't have borders. So the proof of your ability to communicate all of that brilliance has to be just as borderless, just as global.
I mean, just think for a second about all the hard work, all the time you've put in to get to this point. You have so much to offer the world. Don't let all of that incredible potential get overlooked or, lost in translation just because you're missing the one credential that every single global institution understands and trusts.
And that's really the question we want to leave you with. This isn't just about proving you can speak English. It's about proving you are ready to compete, to collaborate, and to win on the world stage. So take a second and ask yourself, what's my next move to prove it?